help him. Graham Holroyd's got the Holroyd look and has got the look of a young man who wants 2 points from this visit to Paris here tonight. At the moment, they're on course for their first away win of the season. Ahead 20 points to 4. Big 40 minutes coming up for both these sides. Paris to maintain the interest in them, and Leeds to confirm the fact that they might be coming out of the rocky patch.
Good work straight away from Fallon, taking the pressure off the forwards, coming in from the wing. Well, we mentioned at half-time that Dean Bell surely would have told these Leeds players to make sure you keep the ball alive, play out your 6. Oh, great run. That is power.
Super run from Barry McDermott, the sort of run that lifts a team at the start of the second half, gives them confidence, gives them a belief that perhaps this is going to be their night. Newton to Clark, back to Holroyd, up in the air from Holroyd. Luchesse was after it, got it, but he also had to take the tackle from Forshaw.
Nice kick and a damn good chase too.
Bonquet surrounded by Morley, Harmon and Holroyd. Holroyd the third man in. Torre, now Bloomfield. Dumped to the ground by Morley.
Oh, great work from Morley there.
Yes, very quick from the play, the ball area, the marker position.
Crash tackled the half-back, and you can see how Leeds are moving up. They're not allowing Paris to get this ball away, and that's play on, man on man. Now will they give the knock on?
De Vecchi dropped it, and what's more, he took a crack on the ankle from Dean Clark. Oh no, it was one-on-one, you're right.
Yeah, play on. Well, I'm surprised that David Campbell didn't allow that. Could see that Clark's hand definitely pulled it away. De Vecchi limping back.
And forced into the standoff role, really, to cover the Australian Todd Brown, out of this Paris side at the moment with a broken jaw.
They've really missed him. He's the man that organises their attack. But they're not giving in. Good defence by Cavastani. And you see Bloomfield leading the charge, but they're pretty slow out wide. You've got to get up quicker than that.
Holroyd with that little run, halted by Casselat. Now McDermott once more. Whoa, a swinging arm from Adams to trap the ball under his shoulder and then bring him down. Clark saw a little gap. Torre, and they couldn't close it, and Morley's in for his second, and a dream start to this second half for Leeds. Torre and Udwakamanu were left for dead, and Morley was through. Great try.
Nice play by Dean Clark. You run the angles and see how he sucks the players in. Just pops it up superbly. Maybe a little bit of doubt about that one, but Adrian Morley gleefully accepts the 4. May see a better shot from this angle, but see how he threw the angle and got the ball away. 50-50. Either way, Morley won't complain, but look at the strength here. Nice release of the football. They got away with it. Yep, that looked a bit forward, slightly, to me. Either way, David Campbell kept the whistle around the wrist, not to the lips.
Morley's second try. They will say in the Leeds area that it's about time they had a little bit of a rub of the green in terms of line decisions like that, and they got it on that occasion. And that was what they brought Dean Clark over for, playing for Auckland in the Lion Red Cup in New Zealand. And it's given that pass from Clark and the try from Morley this opportunity now for Holroyd to add the extras again. Kicking well now. Great start to the second half for Leeds, just what they wanted. Be a mountain for Paris now.
They pushed up very quickly. That's a man that's circled there, but you notice he turns his back. Look at that. Patrick Ontar really was left in no man's land while a big fella raced through for an easy 4.
It's a great birthday for the big second rower, Adrian Morley. That's his first 2-try effort for Leeds. 19 today. Dean Bell will be thrilled with that, as he will be thrilled with this defence, again led by Morley. Paris trapped in their own quarter, as they have been for much of this match, but they're not trapped now because Leeds creeping up and caught offside.
Paris quite happy just to slow things down. Eager defence. Hassan leading the charge, but a little bit too early. There's a hooker, Newton. The youngster has played well. He's controlled things well at the dummy half, and he's done his share of tackling.
26 points to 4, Leeds are ahead. Low penalty count though, isn't it? Only 3, and Paris have had 2 of them. That's lovely play off the floor. Onta was there in support. He wants to get on with it, and Holroyd won't let him up. Now he does. And there's Kasala trying to release the pass.
Well spotted by Mercer there in the prop forward. Neil Harmon going very low. Good defence there. You see out wide, see how they're forcing Paris down the middle.
Good play though from Adams. Gets the ball away to Touré. Touré out wide to Bonquet, and Freddie Bonquet scores. Try given by David Campbell, no doubts. And that's brought a few smiles to the French faces. Bonquet with the try.
Little doubt here. Good run from Adams, but it was great work from the hooker. Patrick Touré saw that they were weak on the blind side. Kevin Iro took the most enormous dummy far too late. And Frederic Bonquet finishing off with a 4. That'll lift their spirits. But Adams and Mercer, they've been at each other all night. On the blind side. See you later, Kevin. Nice finish too. The crowd liked that one. Look how the hooker throws the dummy here. Mr. Iro takes it. He knows it too. Good positioning there by the winger. Bonquet had to reach back slightly, but the split-second delay didn't prevent him from making the 4.
Conversion attempt is on its way from Patrick Touré. That misses. But Patrick Touré has had a hand in 2 of the tries, and Maurice Lindsay and Jacques Farreau watching this match and enjoying what they are seeing, I'm sure. Jacques Farreau with a smile on his face, brought on by that try from Frederic Bonquet. And we can't overemphasise really, Steve, when we look around this stadium and we see the numbers that they are getting in here consistently in Super League, what a wonderful, wonderful job Jacques Farreau has done in this city. And what he has done by bringing Jean Kerwin into the act, he is now going to be European Development Officer.
Forward thinking, but that was a little bit too high from the big fella. Udwakamanu swinging right over the top. Yeah, little doubt about the penalty, and little doubt that the Paris Saint-Germain side are looking towards the future. He's been a great ambassador, not only for rugby union, but also since his switch to the Auckland side. They've done exceptionally well with him. He'll be a real asset to it, this country, and of course the Paris side. They've done well. It was never going to be easy for them in their first season. Well, that's another forward that they've got away with, Eddie.
Cummins picks up the pass. Touré with the tackle low down. This is Hassan now. Good hard work needed by this Paris side. Toutard was there, the number 36. And now Dean Clark will take it on for Leeds. He finds Holroyd. Holroyd going down a blind alley, takes the tackle from those 3. Last one for Leeds. 42 metres made. Clark dabs one to the corner. That's too hard. That will run dead. Danger goes for Paris.
Plenty of experience, but I'm afraid it was far too strong. Laurent Luchesse quite happy to let that go. Dead in goal. Dean Clark, well, that's his first kick in general play. Hasn't really needed to do the kicking game because he's controlling things down. He's a pivot out there.
Bonquet grabbed to the ground by Iro. Kasala.
Good defence. Moving up one line, forcing the Paris side down the middle.
Here come Paris again. But Morley is there, and Harmon is there. The captain, Neil Harmon, yet to sort out his future. He's still negotiating a contract with the Leeds club, and he really is proving by his display here tonight where his loyalties lie, where he would like to stay. The kick through. Gibbons watched it. Good chase. Onta leading. Torre coming in. Two experienced men, but that's the zero tackle, of course.
He's fired up, is the Patrick Onta. Really is a great battler. He knows that his charges are pretty tired, but it was a good chase on that occasion.
Harman, the pass bounced in front of Clark. Michel Mazeret, the Paris Saint-Germain coach, is down on the sideline again and is watching as his side try and come back against this Leeds outfit. Quick play the ball by McDermott. Newton.
Good play though by Leeds. They're settling things down now. This is where they'll use the link.
George Mann on. First touch for George Mann. Back after a two-match ban. And he has replaced Mike Forshaw. Loose forward goes off and Mann comes on. Kick into the corner and Bonke is just, well, he's allowing that ball to go past him and didn't look interested in picking it up. He should have done. It would have been a zero tackle, and it was a perfect kick as well.
Well, as you mentioned, Eddie, he had all the time in the world to take and pick up that football. It was a nice way to kick by Holroyd. He'll be quite happy at 26-8. They'll apply the pressure now.
But with the zero tackle rule, Steve-O, and that ball obviously heading the right side of the flag, why on earth didn't Banquet pick it up?
Because he's tired. He looked tired. They've had a lot of work to do, this Paris Saint-Germain side tonight. Well, we saw in the first half against the London Broncos that Leeds' defence was superb. OK, it fell apart in the second, but they really are getting it right tonight.
Adams gets the pass away. Onta, Clark in there, and Fallon. They crash tackled him to the ground. There's Bonke again. Kasala.
They're just not allowing them to move, are they? They're struggling to get over the advantage line of the Paris side.
They might with Bloomfield, and they might now with Torre.
Well, he hasn't thrown the towel in, has he? The hooker, Patrick Torre, has worked tirelessly both in attack and defence.
Kick downfield, Fallon moving lazily towards it. Onta's after him, but again, big open space for Fallon to exploit, but not now. Diveci comes in, and so too Cabestany.
You felt that, did Fallon? It was a pretty tough tackle. Fallon's down on his haunches.
Anthony Gibbons wrestled to the floor by Udwakamanu, and he misses that tackle on Barry McDermott. Down McDermott goes on the halfway line, and McDermott trying to pinch the penalty. And referee David Campbell says, look, let's get on with it and play the ball. Newton with that little run.
Good refereeing as well. Can't have players just trying to milk it all the time.
George Mann. Diveci did well to hang on to his ankles. Clark. Holroyd. Out wide. Was Fallon again, the man on his hat-trick. Good strength from the Leeds winger. Good defence from Freddie Bonke. 53 metres made in those 5 tackles. Holroyd, crossfield kick. He saw space out wide. That's a great kick. Hassan would have scored if he'd have taken it in.
Did well to get anywhere near it. It was a superb kick up there. Just lost control of it. He knew it was try time. Well, the options are good. Working hard, getting the kick over the top. They're using their 6. That's what their coach would have wanted. But you must give a lot of credit also with the fact they bought Dean Clark just to bring that bit of experience, but also to steady the ship somewhat. He's done that, hasn't he, tonight?
He has. Pierre Chameron gets the pass out to Bonke. Bonke has to take the tackle from Fallon. Quick play the ball here, and Leeds could be stretched. Onta gives it to Darren Adams. Darren Adams has burst through. He's gone past 2 more. He's looking for support. It was there, but Chameron couldn't take it in.
Well, what a sitter. Tremendous work there by the big second rower, Darren Adams. Didn't have the legs to finally get there. Threw a few dummies. Wasn't the best pass, to be fair, to Pierre Chameron, but the chance was there. It's gone begging.
Well, Darren Adams, he's a tall man and he stands out like a beacon sometimes, and he certainly does when he puts runs in like that. Here's McDermott again. He has worked hard since he came on. Now Holroyd.
Had a big game, hasn't he, McDermott?
He has.
McDermott, you're right. And not only is he just taking the ball up and rushing, he's looking to offload, turning in the tackle.
That's a good ball to Morley. Is Morley on his way to a hat-trick? He's unselfishly given it to Hassan. To Francis Cummins, beg pardon. That's Francis Cummins who stole up on the left wing, where Hassan should have been. And it's Cummins who gets his 5th Super League try. But unselfish then from Morley, he could have scored himself.
Quick play of the ball, and you can see that the Paris side still going back. There's about 3 players trooping through. And the upper body strength of Morley. Nice pass out wide. Good support there by Cummins. But it all came about by a quick play of the ball. The upper body strength from this guy. He's having a wow of a game. Beautifully timed pass. They got the overlap. Cummins gleefully takes the 4. You can see in the background a very dispirited Paris side.
Francis Cummins, who's not missed in Super League, and this is his 99th Leeds appearance. So Graham Holroyd with a 50% success rate with the boot. 3 out of 6. Crowd doing their best. This fella with the drum, as Holroyd comes up to strike the ball, he thumps the drum and sets off on another little chant.
There you see, look, 3 of the Paris side, they're going backwards, face to the opposition. You can't afford to do that. Once the link was on from Clark, misses him out, Iro, they're all at sea. The defence is like the dog's back leg. They just run out of numbers.
Well, what might have been had Pierre Chamaran, who's in charge of the football now, taken that pass when Darren Adams made the break. As it is, Leeds have increased their lead to 22 points. Let's hear from the former Leeds skipper, Gary Schofield, our guest tonight with Bill.
Gary, Leeds complaining they haven't had a lot of luck this season, but certainly they made the most of their luck there, didn't they? Paris bombed one, they went straight at the other end.
Well, they did, and I think you can put it down to Dean Clark. He's selling him pretty well, and he's giving Leeds that bit of width what they've been lacking. And say the long balls out there are causing Paris a lot of problems.
And do you think having somebody like Dean Clark around then takes the pressure off Graham Holroyd? He's not under so much pressure to produce the magic.
Well, that's without a doubt, you know. Clark has got the experience, and also too he's got a lot of vision, and say 2 long balls and it's causing Palace a lot of problems. Dean Clark has done a good hand in 3 of the tries.
Gary Schofield commenting on Dean Clark as Pierre Chamaran tried to get another attack going down the left-hand side. We watched that, Steve-O, but what must Gary Schofield be thinking? He must be thinking that it could so easily have been him out there tonight.
Well, the Leeds outfit say that Schofield was too old. Well, Dean Clark isn't all that young. They really had lost their way. They needed someone to steer their way through. And as we mentioned earlier, Dean Clark has done that. But that's a good break.
Great break from Man Holroyd. Holroyd with the shackles loose, and Holroyd with the 4 points. Well, Paris put 1 ball into touch. Leeds launched the attack. Man finds Holroyd. It's a high 5, and it's 4 for Holroyd.
Nice step. George Mann. You can't go high on a big fella like that. His upper body strength is superb. Laurent Luchesse was just palmed away, but good support though. See how he runs the angle. Once he got the step, he got Oud Wakamanu going down early. It's a nice offload. Well-timed pass. Watch him skip from here. He feels that they're getting close. Just skips away. Oops, that's the way. Graham Holroyd will enjoy that. I'm sure he's also enjoying the fact that he's got a man of so much vision as Dean Clark at the side of him now.
Graham Holroyd's try then. 4 extra points from Leeds. They're on their way to their 2nd victory of the season. Their first away from Headingley, no doubt about that now, I think. 3 from 7, and it's now 3 from 8. He's not kicked well at the goal, but he's kicked well in the field of play. And he's got over for that try. 34-8, coming up to the last quarter of the match. You can't honestly now see Leeds letting this go, Steve-O, because this is a tied outfit.
Oh, there was never any doubt when they scored in the second half, and that's good defence again. But he kept it alive. They'll be happy with this. It's the manner in which they've moved up with their defence. They've worked hard. They've been a lot more disciplined of Leeds tonight than they have all season, and that must please their coach, Dean Bell.
Anthony Gibbons has gone off, and Sateki Tui Poloto has come on. So he's on his debut, the big former Tongan Rugby Union international.
So you know, I thought they might do that. Sateki Tui Poloto. Well, I've got it right once.
Onta, little kick through, looking for Adams. Holroyd instead, and there he is, Tui Polotu.
Good positioning there by Graham Holroyd. He was the sweeper, anticipating the kick. Pretty high there by the prop forward, Kasala.
Mercer with that drive up towards the halfway line. Well, I said during half-time that they had confirmed there were over 15,000 inside the Charlotte again. And look at that, 15,107, the attendance tonight. An amazing record when you think that they had nearly 18,000 when we were last here on the opening night. Leeds, of course, have swelled the numbers as well. But 15,000, Steve-O, 18,000 day one. They're hanging on to them. And what would they do if they got a winning side here?
They'll get there, don't worry. They're fanatical in Paris. As I mentioned before the game started, that the soccer side, they won the European Cup Winners' Cup, so they're sports crazy in Paris. They'll support the side. They've shown a lot of effort at Paris, but they really have been outplayed tonight.
Udwakamanu to Torre. Clark is there, McDermott is there. The French international hookers brought to the ground just inside Leeds territory. Onta won't give it up. Bloomfield, neither will he.
Nice switch back on the inside, but there was no dummy runners. They were not going to be fooled by that. Oh, well done by Mercer. He knew that that ball was going to go back on the inside, but they'll be back to 6.
Yes, 6 to go here for Paris, and they're on the halfway line. Big night this for Leeds. They haven't won away from home in the league since New Year's Day.
There we see Mercer. He picked it out that the little halfback was going to switch the ball. But they may be finishing with a flourish though, Paris. They'll work hard.
Diveci, Clark round his ankles, finished off over the top by McDermott. Bloomfield. Good strong run from the French substitute. They're getting closer, last tackle.
Will it be a kick from Ontar into the corner?
Diveci, long ball. Udwakamanu, out wide. Oh, crunching tackle. Hassan, great tackle on Tutard.
Tutard really felt that one. Hassan picked him out. Oh, brushed him down and said bang. Full house, bingo.
Second tackle of the night from Phil Hassan, and what a bone cruncher that was. Could easily have been a try had Hassan missed the man. He didn't miss him. Here's George Mann, now Kevin Iro. Young Newton has gone off and David Gibbons has returned. Fallon, Bloomfield, and Fallon felt that, but Bloomfield I think felt it more.
I think he was surprised.
Oh, well
Bloomfield.
done. Great play by McDermott to Clark to Holroyd to Mann. Here's Morley. Time is it for Leeds to turn the skills on. Holroyd again, lovely jinking run from Holroyd. Just couldn't take the pass in.
just couldn't get it there. Nice to see that Graham Holroyd was moving forward and getting the step. And Tui Peloto couldn't hold it in. Had the opportunity, but that's what I like to see from Graham Holroyd. Far too often he just puts himself as a first man and doesn't move forward. Well, now that Leeds have got Dean Clark, perhaps he can be a little bit more adventurous when it comes to an attack.
Thundering challenge by Mercer, and he caught one in the face for his corner then. Bloomfield, ball out wide, great tackling again from Hassan.
Well, Gregory Toutard will be saying, where's this Hassan come from? Every time he gets the football, he gets crunched.
Just 9 metres made by the French on that set. It's great defence from Leeds. Nothing that Touré could do other than to put the boot to ball. Tui Peloto picks it up. Well, we saw a great event midweek on Sky Sports, didn't we, when Wigan took on Bath? And we will have Wigan in the Middlesex Sevens tomorrow for you. Sky Sports 2 from 11 a.m, exclusively live on Sky Sports 2. Steve-O and I on the first plane out of Paris in the morning to be there and look at Wigan in the Sevens. How do you think they'll do, Steve-O?
I think they go very, very close. I think their only danger is going to be the Wasps outfit.
And on Sunday, after all that, we take you to Knowsley Road, the home of the league leaders, the Saints against London Broncos. We're on air at 5:30, and St Helens playing these days in front of big crowds at Knowsley Road. I'm sure that Sunday night will be no different. Top against third in the Super League on Sunday night on Sky Sports.
It's good to see this Leeds defence, though, working hard, even though they're leading 34-8.
Luches to try and launch another attack down the middle of the field. Kasala, Onta is there, but good wrapping up by Dean Clark. 4 tackles gone. Devecchi, Shamaran, he hasn't been able to inject himself into this match as he has on so many other occasions this season. He's been well watched by Leeds. The kick not the best, straight up in the air. They've allowed it to bounce. What's this? And that was a push in the back. That was off Leeds. It's 6 to go, it's play on. And that was off a Leeds man, it's another 6 to go. Well done, Udwakamanu. Jacques Ferreau enjoying that. Here he is again, the big fella.
He's worked hard. Tyler's worker, isn't he?
Well, they're wishing and willing, this French team, to get a try. Onta fooled everybody, and he certainly fooled Eric Verniol then. And Verniol caught one.
Did he ever? Crunch time. The big fella, Barry McDermott, put the shoulder to him. There's some bruised guys out there. Been a tough encounter. Some big hits.
Here's Holroyd again, he's in the mood tonight. You might be right, Steve-O, he's been released of the shackles because Dean Clark has moved in alongside him now and he can display his full range of talent, but the pass to Fallon was put down.
Well, it's all about the confidence being brought back to Graham Holroyd. Fallon making a bad header, really, but as we mentioned, Holroyd has got such a wonderful step off both feet as well.
Luches dumped to the ground and dangerously by Tui Peloto. Not allowed in this game, young man.
You can see that he had the hand inside the leg. That's against the rule now. That's to prevent any serious injury. It's a damn good rule too.
Great run here from Bonquet. Turns round and goes under the posts. And that's what the French crowd wanted to see. Second try for Freddie Bonquet. And he turned Tui Peloto inside out with that run. Second tonight, third in Super League.
Good thinking by the hooker, Patrick Touré. They took a quick tap on the blind side. And it was Chamaron that kept this ball alive. And Frederic Bonquet George Mann was caught through. McDermott failed to fill in, but that is a superb step off the left foot. Setiki Tuipulotu had no chance with that. Good try.
Great kick, a great try from Bonke. And the try has been converted from bang in front by Patrick Torre. So 14-34. And even though this is a tired outfit, even though Leeds running hot tonight, the Paris team have not been disgraced. And listen to the din inside Charlotte every time they score.
Back on the blind side. Quick thinking there by Torre. Kept it alive also by Shamaran. He got away from it. You could see McDermott gave the other substitute, George Mann, a real look then. Bad mistake. They were caught on the blind side. Probably one of the few occasions that Leeds defence was caught napping.
Well, the music and the din continues all around us, and they're now trying to get their own version of the Charlotte Stadium Mexican wave underway. Steve-o, it's like playing Super League in a discotheque. I made the point at half-time. McDermott, meanwhile, penalised.
Well, there it is.
Are you ready? Are you ready? They're coming round to us. Where next?
With your coordination, Eddie, you wouldn't do it. There's the reason why he lost it, and you must regain. You've got to stand up before you can play the football. He failed to do that also, so there's two occasions where David Campbell could have penalised.
We've missed the wave.
With my hairstyle, I missed the wave a long time ago.
Tutard takes the tackle. Inside the last 10. Credit Paris for keeping it going here. They're winning a lot of friends in the French capital, and rightly so.
They must be out on their feet. They really are trying to the end. Listen to the crowd now.
They're lifting this team. Patrick Ortin gets the pass away. They keep it going again. Casala. Well, you think they're about to win. Never mind, get some respectability on the scoreboard. They are getting behind this team with vengeance. Torre just held up short.
That's a shame. He deserved that. He's worked hard all night.
Casala trying to burrow his way over. Gets the pass away. Onta spins a pass out wide. Over the top. Well, it's enterprising stuff. They might as well throw caution to the wind now. Holroyd picks up. And Michel Mazeret, his team plays with as big a smile as he has on his face.
Well, that'll bring the crowds, and it'll keep them. Really entertaining stuff. And those two have gone at each other all night. Adams and Mercer. Crunch time.
When this Paris Saint-Germain team, Steve-o, with this support, can concentrate solely on Super League and not the French domestic competitions, they will do well.
Of course they will. They're a forward-thinking club. The din in this stadium is absolutely outstanding.
Fallon wants a hat-trick to crown his trip to Paris. Over his head it goes, bounces off the head of Iro, and Darren Adams gets the ball back. Luchesse at dummy half.
Good play there by Dean Clark. Experience showed then. Well, Fallon said, let's get on with it. At 34-14, you can afford to do that. Oh, well picked up there. Udwakamano.
And he gets the pass away as well. This is Devecchi. He gets away from Cummins. He's on his own though, and Hassan comes down the wing to pull him back.
He got back well, didn't he, Hassan? That was clever play.
Onta. Long ball. Chamarin. Luchesse keeping the ball alive. Patrick Ortin. The pass is somehow sticking, and Fallon pinches the ball. That's allowed. One-on-one, that's allowed. He took it from Chamarin.
Good open play. They kept it alive there, but well played by Jim Fallon. Super stuff, man-o-man. Well, he's beating the wars today, Chamarin. When you're up against Kevin Iro, it's never going to be easy.
Ball goes to ground. Who has it? I think Tuipulotu's got it, and he has. Casala surrenders.
Well, midway through the second half, Eddie, I just thought for myself that perhaps Leeds maybe would run riot. But what a great fight back. They really are tired out there, this Paris outfit.
There are people flat out in back play. Oh, brilliantly picked up by Onta. He's got support there from Udwakamano. The ball spills on the tackle from Cummins. But how many have they bombed now, the Frenchmen?
I'd say about half a dozen. But they're throwing caution to the wind. Keeping it alive, entertaining stuff.
But it's great from both the sides. They're really having a go here. What a great take by Onta.
He took it well, didn't he? Well, there's two Paris players on the deck. One's in a bad way back there. Udwakamano struggles to get back into the defensive line.
Here's Holroyd again. Well, it's an air of real razzmatazz here in Paris when they play their Super League fixtures. I'm sure that the atmosphere has come through to you at home. And I know that many people are planning their weekends in the French capital when their team is here, and you'll enjoy every minute of it.
Well, what a chance for Frederic Banquet. Mercer threw the looping pass. He got himself into the position, and that was try time. Freddie would have gone away then. He knows it too. Second error of the night.
But did you notice the other statistic that flashed up a few moments ago? Paris enjoying the better of this second half in terms of possession. And this fella's enjoying every minute of it, the drummer. Dean Clark now gets the pass on the inside to George Mann. George Mann held up 4 metres short of the line. Iro through and gets the try. His second as well. Tries are coming in twos tonight. 2 for Iro. His 7th in Super League.
Hard work by the forwards, got them to the position. And you'll see that he'll just push Onte out of the way. I'm afraid that has been quite a few problems for the Paris side, going far too high on a man who's got tremendous upper body strength. Swats him off like a fly. Get out of the way. Either way, though, it was well spotted. Iro sensed they were weak on the blind. The little half-back, Patrick Onta, who's worked hard. He's trying to keep the Paris side going, but he'll be a happy man.
Yes, a much brighter face for Dean Bell tonight than it was at Headingley last Sunday. Holroyd, this is eminently kickable for him. 38-14, and that now is 40 points to 14. And as I say, those tries have come in twos. 2 for Fallon, 2 for Morley, 2 now for Kevin Iro. Holroyd has kicked 4 goals.
Well, it's been a good battle, hasn't it, Kevin Iro against the French international centre Pierre Chamaran.
Less than 2 minutes to go. Vincent Wolf comes on for Paris for the tired Udwakamanu.
Caught a stray boot there, did the hooker Patrick Torre from the big fella. He'll keep going, won't he?
Loses the ball. It was actually stolen from him, so it's play on, says David Campbell. That one was dropped. That's going to be play on. Gibbons takes the tackle from Divecci, and the referee actually will bring them back, and they play first knock on, and Leeds will have head and feet at the scrum.
Lost control of it, Eric Vergnol. Back on the inside. Divecci trying to get the centre going, but nowhere to be seen.
That should have been play on though, Steve-o,
yep.
Surely. Oh, and what against the head? Paris. Leeds had the feed, and Paris got possession from the scrum. Bloomfield closed down quickly. Half a minute to go. 14 Paris, 40 Leeds. good evening's work. Oh, Castler, that was forward.
Yep. He knows it too, but he's worked hard. He's coming for some pretty tough treatment tonight. And the hooker Patrick Torre knew that he was about a yard in front.
Mental and physical fatigue. I put that as a case for his defence. Well, take your hats off to this Leeds side. They came, Steve-O, with backs against the wall, and they've come to this cauldron of noise that is the Charlotte Stadium, and they have done well. There's the siren. It's all over, and Leeds have picked up exactly what they wanted. 2 points on their journey across the channel here to Paris. Their first win in the league since New Year's Day. No wonder those Leeds supporters are delighted. And not only the fact that they have won, but the manner in which they have won will surely have pleased their coach Dean Bell. Leeds' best score yet in Super League. Holroyd, well, he has been at the heart of the victory and scored a great try.